miles an hour to the air. My heart just beat like a Cherokee drum. And in the morning when the sun does come, 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour till I'm dead. Giving up, this whole lie is on me. Call it out like a family. Instead I bide my time, get it right, until the rubble leaves the road. You said don't lie, so I made the truth. Seemed like a lie to even you. Control your fear, it's clear that you do not know where you're going to. So don't you worry, you'll be my resolution. Characters of no illusion. You'll be my resolution. 1 month down and it's inside. Oh, I'm guaranteed to lose my mind. It's dangerous to speak inside.
Morning, guys.
Trying to hide
Morning.
How are we?
from the cradle to quarter.
Good.
Okay. Hi, AJ.
Oh, I bought the book but didn't flip the page.
Roisin's got a new profile picture. I imagine Honor has been on there. Oh.
From the coming of day.
I'm going to mute this time, Joe, so you don't hear my phone
Okay.
pinging.
I liked it. I liked the reaction, Vanessa.
It's the groaning you probably found entertaining.
Well, I just thought it was me. That's how I felt. That's fine. Right. Is the music level all right? Too loud? Too quiet?
No, it's good. It's good. It was a bit quiet on Tuesday.
It was a bit too quiet. Sorry.
No, it's all right. It could have been. I know it's a fine balance. I need to be able to hear you. That's the most
Well,
important.
exactly. AJ's got all her speakers out. 3 different ones now. Oh, she's just thought I should have talked to me.
I mean, I didn't know you were going to play the music.
Oh, okay. There you go. Were you
So
just
good
gonna
morning.
have it silently so
I
that you
mean-
couldn't even hear me? No instruction needed. Just visuals.
Lie down
think
and
you-
sleep.
You're half asleep. Morning, Karen.
Morning, Joe.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you? How did you go last night? Sorry, I didn't mean to actually join it, and then I got waylaid with something.
That's all right. Yeah, it was fun. It's on Instagram, so you can just do it whenever you want to do it.
No, I will. I'll join up so I do my little thing.
Yeah.
What was
I
that?
quite like to do it live.
It's okay. It was fun. It was fun. We're gonna try. Tom's gonna do one next week, so we're gonna try and keep doing them.
Excellent.
Right, my loves. Let's we're going to start standing if that's of any bearing for you. And then we've got two, so we still got to come, Sib and Claire. So I'll keep an eye. If I come towards the camera, you'll know why. All right, so we've got our loop bands today, guys. So depending on what strength you have, you can obviously switch and move between them, whatever works for you. Okay, so we're going to start standing. We're going to take our bands. I'm going to use my strongest band. We're going to take our bands behind us to start off with, okay? We've got our feet hip distance apart, just standing somewhere in the middle of your mats. No big deal exactly where. Hopefully you can feel that those shoulders are opening already just by the action of having your hands behind you. Fingers in, palms facing one another. Tuck your pelvis. Feel your inner thighs switching on. Take a nice wide breath in. And exhale. Taking that breath in, widening your ribs. And exhaling. 2 more, breathing in, just pressing down with the heels. And lengthening up with the crown of the head. Last one. Good, guys. This time you're going to inhale. As you exhale, reach your fingers down, out and away from your body. So it's a little bit like a reverse ribcage closure. And then lower those arms down. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders together, reach the arms behind you. Inhale and release. Lovely. 2 more, reaching up. And releasing, always keeping conscious of that center of the grounding down through your feet. 1 more. Lovely. This time you're going to lift up and hold the arms up behind you. You're going to nod your head, look to your ribs, rounding your spine, going into your first roll down. Your arms will come up and over your head. Try not to lean back into the heels too much, but you can let the full range of your shoulder mobility come into play. Breathing in. Exhale, push into the feet, maybe softening the knees. So you draw yourself back up. And then your arms are going to relax down behind you once again. Good. So it's quite a fine balance between where the arms are and where your body is. So inhale, lifting the arms up for me this time. Exhale, nod the head and scoop the upper abdominals in. Diving forward, but not just hinging forward. Really going from those lower backs. Lovely. Let the arms drop when you get to kind of your movement, your depth of movement. Breathing in. Exhale, rolling your way back up again, reaching those fingers away and up. Lovely. 2 more for me. Inhaling. Exhale, nodding that head, scooping everything in, diving forward. That's it. Letting those arms really feel loose in their sockets. And then rolling your way back up again. Good, really nice, guys. Once more. No rush if you're not up yet from the last one. Really rounding out, so using that almost curl up at the start, so it's a reverse curl up. And pushing into the feet, maybe softening the knees, rolling and coming up. Lovely, guys, well done. You're going to bring the band around to the front for me. Feet still hip distance apart. You're going to inhale and lift your arms up just by your ears now, so a little bit more traditional. Tucking the pelvis, we're breathing in. We're exhaling, rotating to the right, pulling our ribs round, pushing our hips forward. Inhaling back through the center. Exhaling to the other side, pushing that left hip forward as you rotate. Inhaling through the center. Exhale, rotating as you really push those feet down, keeping the lower body nice and still. Inhale, back through the center. You're going to go for 3 more, just easing out the ribs, having this nice fixed movement above the head. 2 more, rotating, coming back to the center. And our last one, rotating, coming back to the center. Good. Keep the band in the right hand, and then just reach your left hand behind and grab the bottom loop. So you've got it kind of mirroring the back of your neck in between those shoulder blades. If you want to go for a lighter band now, you'd be more than welcome. So from here, we're then going to pull the band down with the bottom hand and push up with the top hand. So it's quite intense if you've got a really strong tight band. Pushing that arm up and bending down. Keep going. If you can't get it anywhere, you'll notice I've stopped. And coming down. Good. 2 more. Good. And last one. Well done. Swing the arms round so that you take it in your left hand now. Throw it over your shoulder, holding at the bottom, tucking that pelvis, and then driving up the left arm. Now, you might find it easier on one side than the other. Just 6 tricep pulls. Good. 4 more. And 3 more. Last 2. And last one, guys. Really nice. Well done. Give those arms a shake out. Okay, great. We're going to loop the band around our ankles now, so just around the outside of our ankles. I'll show you from the side, but you don't have to stand to the side yourself. You're going to place your feet hip distance apart. You're going to take your hands onto your hips. You're going to slide your left leg back, so you're transferring your weight into your right foot. You want to be balancing, well, not even balancing, hardly any weight in the feet at the back, so just balancing on the big toe for now. As you've transferred that weight, make sure you haven't lifted up your left hip, so just push it down, make sure your hands are level. From here, you're going to lean forward so you've got no crease at your back. You're going to have your head, your hips, your heel in one straight line. If you want to, you can bend your right knee a little bit, but try and keep it straight to begin with. If it gets too much, you can bend it. You're going to keep your left leg dead straight. You're going to use your glute to push that band further away and then back down to the floor, no weight. Press that band further away. So really use the back of the heel, the Achilles, to move the band, and you'll feel that straight away into your glutes, both your standing one and the one that's moving, I hope. Good. So keeping from leaning as well, we try and stay nice and upright, drawing our abdominals in. So depending on how heavy your band is, it really does want to pull you back and pull you off to the side. We'll do 3 more. Pushing. Good. 2 more. Last one to hold. You're going to pulse that back leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it beside your right foot and give those legs and thighs a little bit of a shake. Exactly. We'll do exactly the same on the other side. 8 slow, 10 pulses. Transfer your weight to your left foot, grow tall. Slide the right leg back in that direct line where you were standing rather than crossing it over. Check your hips are still level. Have that slight lean forward out of your back, drawing your abdominals in, and off we go. Push the band away. Really feel like you've only got this use of this heel to do it. The glute will kick in if you keep that leg straight. So try not to bend at the knee at all. Good, really nice. So it's a small movement, but one that's really quite tricky, but with the weight of the band. Good. Nice. Well done. 2 more, guys, for me. Hold the next one. 10 pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, working on our balance, 5, 4, inside and outside of that left foot, 2, 1, and bring the leg back in again. Have a little shimmy and a shake, burn off that lactic acid, good. Now you're going to take your band just around your right foot, around the sole of your right foot, and then pull up the handle with your right hand. When I say the handle, I mean the other end of the loop. Then from here, you're going to pass it across to your left hand now that you've pulled it up. So you've got this slight diagonal going across the body. Left leg is behind you once again, and it probably feels really light now. We're going to place our right hand onto our right hip, and we're going to think now of our hip socket above our right thigh bone, and we're going to hinge forward on that, and nothing else will move. We're just going to do that hinge. The band gets looser, so you've pulled it up, and now we take that tension out of it. You find your arabesque, your T shape, then you come back up, you pull the tension back into the band, you open up the front of the hip again. So the back leg is fixed like it's in plaster. So we come forward, the back leg keeps reaching away, you hinge, your eye line finds the floor, then your eye line travels back up, whatever's in front of you, until you get to the top again. So it should be really intense in that standing leg. 3 more, that's it. Good, so it's just working from that top hip. That's it, good. Wobbles are good. Well done. That's it, well done, guys. 2 more. When we wobble and we fall, we work out where we need to place our weight, and that is the idea of doing it. That's it. Lovely. Last time for me, guys. So the band is both helping and hindering. It's wanting to pull you forward, but you want to go at your own pace. Well done. When you finish this next one, switch over. So take the band over the left foot, around the sole of the foot, pull it up and pass it across to your right hand. Then get ready to slide the right leg back. So if you've got your legs too close together or too far apart, that's going to affect your balance as well. So try and really slide the leg back in exactly hip distance apart. We breathe in, exhale, and lean forward, really being strong through the left foot now, reaching the right foot out, finding that spot on the floor, and then reversing your journey. Maybe it's more difficult on this side. It certainly is for me. My left foot is not as stable as my right, which is why I have stopped when really I should be carrying on and practicing. That's it, good. Nice, well done, yes. Lovely, try and get the journey up as slow as the journey down. Really nice, AJ, good. Last 2 coming up, guys. Well done. Yes, and making this our last one. Good. Take that band off. Well done. Bring it back around your hands as we started. We'll go into some squats now, so get a little bit of a break from single leg movements. So we have our feet now wider than we just did to the outsides of our feet, outsides of our hips, sorry. We're going to sit our hips back, reach our arms by our ears and make a long diagonal line in our really good, well executed squat. Let's go. Hips back, knees over ankles, ankles creasing, and reach the arms forward and hold. So check here that you could wiggle your toes. Check that your knees are not crowding your toes, that you're gathering your ribs in. You stand up and you lengthen out again. Keep that going. So hips back, knees over ankles, middle fingers reaching forward, ribs gathering together, flat backs, and then standing up nice and tall. So we're not worried about heart rate, so you can take the technique really seriously. Good. Well done. So when we bend, all of us try not to let our knees go out to the sides. Think more that you've got a big beach ball between your knees that you're squeezing, Not even a Pilates ball, that's too small. And we go for 3 more. Nice. Well done. Really get that smooth action of hips, knees, and ankles flexing. So it starts at the hips, the knees follow, the ankles follow, and we stand up nice and tall. Really, really nice. Well done. We're going to go down and hold. This time we take our arms just to shoulder height, not right by our ears. So sitting down, so the arms are forward. It's almost like you're reaching forward to grab a box in front of you that's just on that little ledge there. You're going to lift your heels and squeeze back through them again, staying low. But your upper body looks like it's staying totally still. Lift those heels and squeeze back again. Ribs are connected. Lift the heels and squeeze back down. So it should look like your cameras are frozen. Yes, nice, good. Shoulders away from the ears. It's all lower body. Well done. Good. Again, checking that the knees aren't just popping out to the side, that the inner thighs aren't switching off, because it is really in the backs of the legs. 2 more. Well done. Last one. You come and stand back up again. You've earned it. Well done. Okay. We sit down, we lift the heels, we rise up, we lower the heels. So we're going to rise up with our heels lifted. Here we go. So we sit down for 1, reach those arms forward, ribs connected. Lift the heels for 2. We draw ourselves up, arms come down in front of us again, and squeeze the heels down as slowly as we can. Sit back and hold the position. If you organize the body now, it should be easier later. Lift the heels, then rise up, eye line changes, and squeeze those heels down for me. 3 more. Sitting down for me. Nice, Sib. Good. Lovely. Well done. Again, exactly the same. Wobbles are good. We need to work out where our weight needs to be as it moves on a tiny base of support, just your toes. Lovely. But if we can do that, then think how good our balance is going to be when we get allowed to just walk around normally. That's it. Good. And make this your last one. The next time you're standing, hold it here for me. We reverse it. So we're going to rise up onto our toes, reach our arms forward as we hinge at the hips, knees, but not the ankles. That's the crucial difference. We send the heels down now. There's your ankle hinge. And then we stand up nice and tall. So we rise up, drawing our abdominals in, pulling our ribs in. Hinge at the hips, not the knees first. Then the knees follow when your hips get to their deepest movement. We press the heels down, find the ankle crease, and stand back up again. 3 more. Rising up, inhaling. Exhale. Imagine me pushing those hips back for you. You're resisting, you're reaching forward, trying to push me away. Push those heels down and stand up nice and tall. 2 more for me, guys. Rise up high. And reach the arms forward as the hips go back. Find that counterbalance to get the abdominals working. Press the heels down and lengthen up. This is our last one, you guys. Really, really nice work so far. Lifting up and coming down. Good. And lovely. Standing nice and tall. Great stuff, guys. Let's step into our bands so that they're above our knees. Again, fairly strong. We're using our legs, so you can always swap if it gets too much. You're going to be wanting to be at the front of your mats now because we're going to be stepping back into lunges. So we're just stepping back with the bands around our knees. Well, just above our knees. Bring your hands onto your hips for me, onto your waist, and let's start with our feet hip distance apart. We're going to step the right leg back first, finding our lunge, and I've got nice shiny leggings on, so my band has come right up my knees, and we come back down again. Left leg steps back, that's better, and we stand up nice and tall. That's it. Cotton leggings would have been better, Joe. Out we come, and stepping up. So keep that going, guys. Stepping back just with that extra band resistance, and middle. 4 more. Stepping back and up. Good. 3 more. And up. Nice. 2 more. Lovely. Good. And last one. That's all. Lovely. You're going to turn to the side. And again, stick with one side of your mat so that you've got the whole length of your mat to use. Whichever leg is closest to that length of the mat, you're going to use that one to step out to your side lunge. You're going to take your arms forward this time, stepping out to your side lunge. Now with the band on, you probably don't go as far as normal. That's okay, but you definitely stay parallel. Push off that foot and come back. So whichever leg is staying still, stay straight. So we step out, we have one bent leg, one straight leg. We push off the bent leg and come back in again, keeping the other leg straight. 4 more. Reach forward. Lovely, Karen, yes. And pushing off, really nice. 3 more. Lovely. Good. 2 more. Well done. Last time, hold. That's it. Okay. Grab each opposite elbow. Transfer your weight totally into your bent leg. You're going to lift and lower that outside leg, reaching forward with those elbows rather than trying to lean out to the side. Just 4 more. So you've got to really sit into that supporting leg. Yes. Nice. 2. These are your glutes and outer thighs. Last one. Stand tall for me. Really nice, guys. Switch it to the other side of your mat so that you can step out with the other leg leading. Swinging those arms forward first. We breathe in. Step out, swing the arms forward. Push off, bring it back. Step out, arms forward, push off and back. 4 more. Out and forward with the arms. Lovely. So the band really keeps your knees nice and aligned. I'm not having to tell anyone not to turn out because you can't with the band. Good. Well, you probably could, but it would feel really bad. Yes. This is our number 6. So we hold, gather and hold the elbows. Really think about moving your weight forward as you transfer into that one leg. We lift and lower. It really hits the floor. Lift and lower. So we're working on hip, knee and ankle alignment yet again. And if we can get all of those joints working together, when we get older, we won't need all kinds of aids around the house. 2 more. That's it. And last one. Up we stand. Really good, guys. Really, really nice. Well done. Would you like to go down to the mat? I think you've deserved it. So if you need to move your cameras, you need to move things, we're just going to come to seated, okay? Really good, guys. Lovely stuff. Ooh. Okay. So we're going to hold our bands as we sit, just cross-legged, where's comfortable for us, 1 foot in front of the other. Maybe you've got a preferred foot, probably. We are using our arms now, so if you want to go to a lighter one, I'm going to go switch to my lighter one, then you can. If you don't have the option, then that is fine. Take your elbows in close. Open up your shoulders, palms facing the ceiling. We're going to go for our dumbwaiter. So we're pushing the band open and closing again. Now, normally when we do it, we don't have a band, so we can come all the way out. But don't worry that the band is really restricting you. It means it's challenging those same muscles, the ones between our shoulder blades that connect onto our spine and help us keep an open, not a hunched posture in our upper bodies. So really focus on that area, that squeezing of our shoulder blades together. Then our upper arms might come into it, and that's fine. What we don't want is our ribs to flare forward. Good, so we try and keep our wrists in exactly the same line as our elbows as we do 3 more. And we have 2 more. And we have 1 more, guys. Opening and closing. Turn your palms to face one another and reach the arms out in front. From here we go for our waist twist. Before we had our arms up above our heads and we were standing, this is going to feel a lot more restricted. Shoulders are away from our ears. We rotate to the right. Good. And we come back through to the center. Exhaling round. By the way, I think I said that wrong. The standing is more restricted than this. And we come back to the center. I couldn't work out what I'd said. 4 more, rotating. So we feel a lot freer here, like we've maybe got more space, but it's just because we have this stronger base of support. Twisting. This is also an area where we could just fling our arms side to side, but try and make the ribs do the movement, the arms following due to their connection at the shoulders. Last one. Around, coming back and lowering those arms down. Well done. Even with the lighter band, I can feel that in my arms. So we're going to have our legs bent now, so you can stay facing or you can switch round to the length of your mat. Lift up the kneecaps so they're shining up to the ceiling. You're lifting up and reaching your arms forward, palms facing one another. We go into our C curves. So we breathe in, we exhale, we try and reach our fingers forward as our ribs pull us back, making a rounded shape, but really try and keep your shoulders over your hips and let the length come from your spine, from your vertebrae stretching out. Inhale and lengthen, roll back onto your sit bones and lift up. It's really small. Breathing in. Exhale, pull your abdominals in. Think about stretching something around a fixed object. So you're really pulling your spine from the top and the bottom to curve it around this space. Inhale and lengthen up to the top. So keep going. In between our vertebrae, we have all this spongy bits and bobs as well as ligaments, and we're trying to just stretch out that space. The vertebrae themselves can't stretch. It's that space in between. And we're really good at making that shape with our upper body. So we're going to try and make the equal C shape with our lower body. So pulling that pelvis forward, not just rounding the upper body. That's it. Nice, guys. Yes. Inhaling up. It doesn't matter if you don't get it perfectly every time. 2 more. Exhaling. Good. Inhaling. Last one. Exhaling. Good. You're going to hold it. And then you're going to lift your head and shoulders up. So it's less of a C now, more of a J. The curve comes at the bottom. From here, we move into that waist twist. So arms come over to the right, twisting, keeping our knees still, and we come through the center. So challenging even more in this position, twisting to the left and coming through the center. 4 more times, twisting and coming back. Good. 3 more. So not just the arms, but the ribs themselves. Follow with your eye line. Good. Shoulders are relaxed. Yes. And our last one. Well done. And we roll it all the way back to the floor. Take our arms overhead. Well done. Good. Keep the knees bent for now. Just stretching those arms out, breathing in, exhaling. Good. Hug your knees in. Take your band up and over your knees. So I'm going to switch back to my stronger band just as we're doing some leg movements. Okay, so once you've got those bands over, bring the soles of your, bring the insides of your feet together. The soles of the feet remain on the mat and the kneecaps shine up to the ceiling. Inner thighs are squeezing together. Take a moment to check your pelvis position. You're not tucking it, you're not rolling it away. You're keeping it heavy. Your ribs are heavy, your shoulders are heavy, your arms are by your side, and you can turn your palms to the ceiling just to notice what that does to your shoulders, if it encourages them to squeeze together and open. We go to our knee drops, rolling onto the outside of our left foot, letting the knee be supported by the band, but pushing that right knee up to the ceiling, making sure it's not doing anything and then coming back to the center. Pressing now and rolling onto the outside of the right foot as you really be firm and strong in that left foot, knee going up to the ceiling and coming back to the center. 4 more, rolling onto the outside, pushing that right foot into the floor just to make sure that it's only one leg moving. So the leg that's moving doesn't have to work that hard. It's the leg and the side of the body that stays still, which really is being challenged in this exercise. And hold it in the center, guys. Well done. Bring your hands behind your heads. Try and maintain that openness of your shoulders. Curl up. Have a look at your knees. We do 4 more here without the pelvis tucking, without the shoulder blades touching the mat. Off we go. Opening that left side and coming back to the center. Don't be tempted to roll with it. Really be strong through the opposite hip, whichever one is staying still, and coming back to the center. 2 more times, opening, good, and coming to the center. Lovely. Once more, opening, really nice, and coming to the center. Lovely. Roll your head and shoulders back down. Release your arms back by your sides. Heel toe your feet out a little bit wider now so they're hip distance apart. We roll up into 4 spine curls, nice and easy, inhaling. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, squeezing and lifting the body up, sending the knees forward. Reach your arms back by your ears. When you get there, find length through your whole spine. Roll down through your ribs, through your waist, through your hips, releasing and bringing your arms down by your sides. Keep that going. Tuck the pelvis, roll your way up, send the knees forward. When you get to the height of your movement, reach your arms back to extend that spine and that length, knees, hips, fingers. Roll down through the ribs, through the waist. Try not to let the knees be swinging out and in. The arms come by our sides. 2 more, breathing in. Exhale, rolling. So flowing through that movement, through the spine. We rounded it out in a different position. And now we're challenging it to stay strong. Good. Roll down, reach the arms out. Roll down through the ribs, through the waist. Lovely. And bring those arms down. Last time. Good, guys. Breathing in. Exhale, rolling up. Good. Reaching those arms back. Lovely. Now, instead of rolling down, can you bring your arms just up above your shoulders, holding here? Good. Now, we're going to go through our feet. You're going to lift your right heel and press it down. Lift the left heel, pressing it down, keeping our hips level. Right heel, pressing down, and left heel. 2 more, guys. We go right heel and down and left heel. Keep reaching your arms up as you draw your ribs down to the mat, your waist down, and you relax. Well done. Okay, we're going to take it to single knee folds, or you can keep it as just heel lifts. We inhale. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, rolling up, sending those hips forward. If you need to bring your arms down by your sides now, you can. We transfer the weight into the left foot, peel the right heel, and draw your knee into a single knee fold, and then place that foot back down. Transfer into the right foot, lift the left heel, and pull that knee towards you, and then bring it back down again. So we're aiming to keep our hips still, just like when we do single knee folds, when our hips are down on the mat. Alternating legs 3 more times. If you start to feel your lower back, feeling the compression, tuck your pelvis more, come down a little bit lower. So we don't want to kind of be in a back bend in the middle of our bodies. That's it. Last one, use that left leg, guys, and roll yourselves down. Hug your knees into your chest when you get there, just to counteract any of that movement that I was talking about. So we really don't want to kind of be up on our ribs, but curved over with our hips and then trying to add weight to that kind of back bend position. We want to be really sure it's a straight line with our glutes squeezed. All right. Next progression, we keep our arms down by our sides now. If you feel when we are in the movement that you want to challenge yourself more, that's where you can by lifting your arms up. We breathe in, we exhale, we tuck the pelvis, we roll our way up, we send our knees forward. We really bring those arms into the movement by pressing the upper arms down into the mat. Draw your right knee into your single knee fold. Extend your right leg up to the sky, flex the foot, lower the leg down, point and lift. Flex and lower, and point and lift. 3 more. Now, is that left knee still shining up to the ceiling? Is it still trying to squeeze towards the right? Yes. Are your hips moving? Are they tilting side to side? I hope not. Last one. Good. Bend at the knee. Bring it down, roll yourself down in between, and don't be disappointed by how far you are off the mat. Good, I always am. Breathing in. Exhale, roll yourself back up again. So you find that lovely height, really squeezing the glutes. You're gonna peel that left knee in now. Extend it up to the sky. Flex the foot and lower it. Point the toe and lift it. So be strong through the standing right foot. The right knee isn't going out towards the right side of the room. It's coming towards your left leg, if anything. Good. 2 more, guys. That's it. Last one. Lovely stuff. Bend at the knee. Bring it down. Roll down and hug those knees into your chest. Great stuff, guys. Lovely, lovely. Breathing in. Exhale, release your legs to a double knee fold position with your toes connected, your knees hip distance apart. Bring your hands behind your heads once again, interlacing. Elbows where you can see them, just remain heavy in the hips and ribs as you do 4 curl-ups. Inhaling. Exhale, peel that head and shoulders off the mat and then roll back down again. Exhale, think of the spine just curling up, just like we did at the very start with our roll downs. Inhale and come back down. The hips are heavy, the ribs are heavy. You're peeling your head, neck, and crucially, shoulders off. Elbows always where we can see them. Curl up and hold this time. Breathe it all the way out. From here, you're going to toe tap your right toe down to the mat, but stay curled up. Draw it back in again. Left foot down to the mat, stay curled up. Draw it back in again. 4 more. Pushing that band away and back in. 3 more. Pushing the band away and back in. If it's too much with the curl up, you can come down the last 2 and in. And the last 1. Good. Roll your head down first, then pull your knees into your chest just for a moment. Exhaling. Good. Take those legs back to their double knee fold position. Take your hands back behind your heads, interlacing, elbows where you can see them, breathing in. Exhale, tucking the chin in and rolling up so you're looking at your heels. Double toe taps. So just with gravity, as the legs move away, your head naturally will want to go back. As the knees come towards, try and curl up a little bit further. Lower those thighs away. Inhale, bring them back in again. 3 more, lower the heels away from you. As they come in, can you find 1 millimeter further to curl up towards them? That doesn't mean bringing your hips in, it means upper body coming in. Yes, last one. Good. Roll your head down, hug your knees into your chests. Lovely, guys. Trying not to hold our breath. I can't necessarily tell whether you're holding or not. I just know you guys quite well and know that sometimes you like to hold your breath when things get difficult. All right, from here, we're going to take the band off. Keep it round our fingers. We're not stretching it so we can keep our strong band. That's fine. We bring our arms up over our shoulders so that we've got that band just hovering somewhere above our chests. Single knee fold on the right leg, double knee fold on the left leg. We breathe in Exhale, curl up and reach that band just somewhere between the knees. You can have your head and shoulders down on the ground for this if you'd like to. You're going to extend your legs out. You're going to take your arms back, double leg stretch, and then bring the arms back in again and the knees back in again. Inhale out for 2. Exhale back for 2. Inhale out for 2. Exhale back for 2. Well done. Out for 2. And return. Keep the head and shoulders off the mat if you're curling up, or totally on the mat if not. 2 more. Good. And in. Last one. Out. And in. Hugging those knees in. Lovely stuff. Well done. Really, really good, guys. Okay. We're going to do our hundreds, but instead of beating our arms, we're going to beat our legs. We're going to have our heels clicking together like Dorothy. We're going to be stretching our legs out and clicking our heels together. Now, I'd like you to start with a curl up, but if you then feel you need to come down as the 100 continues, then that's absolutely fine. If you want to bring your knees in, then you can beat your arms instead. It's going to be quite hard doing it with the legs in, okay? So start in a double knee fold for me, please. Knees above hips, hips really heavy. Breathing in. Exhale, nod the head, curl up, reach your arms forward. Stretch your legs away and really draw your abdominals down to the mat. Let's go. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe the next stage would be bringing your hands behind your head if it gets tough. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. You are halfway. Maybe you could lower those legs a bit. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. Well done. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 2, 3. You've got 20 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax yourselves down. Fantastic, guys. Really nice. Grab those bands. Pop them around the knees once again. Sorry, I lied. Around the ankles. And then you're going to lie to one side so that you can see what's going on. Stretching yourself out. And then propping your head up onto your hand, but the whole underside of your body, your arms, your ribs, your hips are in line with the mat. The feet come slightly forward so that when you nod your head, you can see them, but you're not going to nod your head. You're going to keep your chin away from your chest. Your other hand comes behind your head as a challenge, comes onto your hip, or comes in front if we need that extra support. Point the toes. Stretch the band out to start off with, so not pushing into it, but just keeping it nice and taut. Then your movement's going to be to lift it further than that with the top leg and back to that taut position. Lifting further than that, each lift having no effect on the position of your upper body. You're not rolling forwards or backwards. And we lift it up and lower it back to hip height. We have 4 more. And down. Really use the outer thighs. 3 more. And down. We have 2. And good. Last one, we flex the foot. Same thing. Pressing away and lowering. And pressing and lowering. For 6. Nice. And 5. Well done, keeping the ribs from flaring. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. And last one. Holding it hip distance apart with a bit of tightness between those bands. We bring our hand down in front of us. We drive our leg back and drive it forward, not all the way in front. And back. And forward, taking it back and forwards. 1 more, taking it back and bring your hand behind your head again. Repeat it, back and forwards. 3 more, back and forwards, really finding the quads. Back and forwards, last time. Back and forwards. Well done. Release that leg down. Really, really nice work, guys. Now you're going to bring the band up over your knees. You're going to come up to a high kneeling position in the center of your mat. We're going to take our arms out to the side. So at the moment we're squeezing those inner thighs together. Arms are out to the side. We're going to lean down towards the side that we were just lying. Okay, so for me, that's me going down to my left side. We're going to just lift off the opposite knee and we're going to try and balance. Oh, and then come back through. So you don't actually get there. So we're going to try and do that 4 more times. So we're lifting the leg. We're trying to go as close to the mat without touching it. And then coming back to the top. 2 more. So you're finding that balance between legs and arms, using your obliques and coming to the center. This time you're going to go all the way down as slowly as you can. Finding the floor and bringing your hand behind your head. You've got your legs in this oyster. You close them a little without there being any effect on your hips. You then lift. Little close and little lift. So you're not closing the thighs all the way together. You'd have to stand up again. Kneel up again, sorry. And 4 more. And 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Hold it here. Extend your lower leg for 5. Bend it in. And 4. Bending in. And 3. Bending in. And 2. Bending in. Last 1. Bend it in. And push yourself back up again. Well done, guys. Shake it side to side. That's it. Hopefully one side feeling a little bit more of a burn than the other. And we just stay here for the rest of the time. So squeeze our legs together again. Just make sure you got enough space the other side of you for those lovely balances. Arms come out to the side. We breathe in. Exhale, lean it. Lifting. It's like we don't quite want to do that lift. Good. And we try and get as close without touching. And then return and have a breather. 3 more. So we just try and get that real relationship. That whole body is moving off its central line. Legs are heavier than arms, generally speaking. And coming back up. 2 more. Unless you're one of those weightlifters that looks like a triangle. That's it. Good. It's a bit easier on this side, I think. I could be just making that up though. This time we can find the floor. That's it, Karen. Good. And we're here. Push the hip forward though. Don't sit back into it. Bring your hand behind your head and off we go. Closing a little and pushing back. Closing a little and pushing back. Staying nice and long on your top side. Closing and lifting. And 3 more. We have 2 more. We're open to the ceiling. Last 1. Hold it here. Let's have those 5 extensions and bend. So working the hamstring as well as the side of the body and the glute on the supporting side and the top side. 3 more. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Back up you come, guys. Well done. We get to lie all the way down to the other side now, which is a nice reward for those horrible kneeling ones. So we've got that hand behind the head. That's it. Good. We're stretching our legs out and have our band over our ankles. That's it. Making sure you're on the other side from the one you did first. So long ago now. We point the toes first. stretching the band just a little so that it's got a little bit of tautness in it. We bring our hand behind our head, or we put it on our hip or put it on the floor in front of us. We're going to lift it a little higher and then lower it down. Lifting it a fraction higher and lowering down. 4, 6, and lowering, and 5, and lowering. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2 for me. Good. Last one, we repeat with that flexed foot. Lifting 8. Good. And 7. Well done. 6. Lovely. Ribs are in. 5. Good, guys. 4 more. Really nice. 3 more. Last 2. So good, guys. Last one. Holding here. Bring your hand back in front of you. Drive the foot forward. Squeeze it back. Drive that foot forward. And squeeze it back. Maybe you can do it with the hand behind the head. And squeeze. We've got 3 more. Squeezing. 2 more. Squeezing. Last time. Squeezing. And relax that leg down. Well done. Really nice. Let's roll onto our tummies, guys. Keep the band around the ankles. That's fine. You go into some extension movements, upper back movements. Relaxing the legs. Coming down with our arms by our sides. Palms facing the ceiling for our dart movement. Lots of you know this one. We have that head down, nose squashing into the mat. Our shoulders are hunched in all of the things that we don't want to do when we're standing, but gravity is dropping them to the floor. That's fine. We can actively draw them away from our ears, though. That's okay. Tucking the pelvis so that we've got as much space as we can between our tummies and the floor. For me, that's physically 0 space, but it feels like I'm pulling my tummy away from the floor, and that's the connection we're after. Same with the quads. Really switch them on so it feels like the kneecaps are being pulled off the floor, tops of the feet are pressing down. Active through the whole body as you inhale. Exhale, slide the nose forward. As you slide that nose forward, turn the palms to face your thighs. You're shining the chest forward. You're not just pushing your chin forward. Then we're going to roll back and open those arms again. Normally we do it with the legs as well, but instead we're just going to keep that tension with the band, keeping the legs still. We inhale, exhale, send the nose forward, rolling the shoulder blades together, turning the palms to our thighs, keeping our feet on the ground, finding that long position, opening the shoulders, opening the palms, tucking the chin, back in again. Breathing in. Exhale, send the nose forward, connect the ribs, roll the shoulders round, reach the middle finger down to the ankle bones. And then open that chest once again, tucking your chin in. One more time, guys. Slide the nose forward, abdominals connect. Open and squeeze the shoulders together. Hold it here for me. We're going to try and come a little higher, drawing our arms further down our thighs, and a little lower. A little higher, a little lower. A little higher, a little lower, without just dumping into our lower back, gathering our abdominals for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. You're releasing, letting that head go, letting your shoulders release. Well done, guys. Kick that band off that's behind you. That's it. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push back to a child's pose. Send the knees wide. Keep those feet together. Breathe in. Exhale, shoulders away from ears. Bring those shoulders forward into your 4-point kneeling position. You're going to slide your right knee behind your right wrist and stretch the left leg away, finding your pigeon stretch. That's it, working into your glute muscle. So we've done lots of legs with the band. Inner thighs, outer thighs, hamstrings, quads. So the glutes as well, supporting us in lots of the movements we did. Drop down onto your elbows if you'd like to now. Maybe if you feel it in a different part of your glute, so it's a really big muscle. That's it. Maybe you feel it a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Breathe in. Try and separate the elbows and bring your forehead all the way down to your hands now. And feel that bottom get closer to the mat, hopefully. Good. Sit down onto it, so onto that right bottom cheek, and swing your left leg round in front of you. So you've still got your right knee bent. The inside of the foot is glued, the underside of the foot is glued to the inside of the left leg. Your right arm lifts and you reach forward for that toe. If the toe is nowhere to be seen, grab your band and reach for that instead. So we've got a back stretch, we've got a hamstring stretch, just depending on your body's makeup where you find the stretch. Maybe a twist if you're really flexible, try and reach to the outside of that left foot and maybe reach your left hand behind you so you're pushing against it, getting that twist. Yeah, nice. Well done. Reach both legs out in front, reach both arms up on your inhale. Exhale, hold on to the knees, the shins, the ankles, the outside of the feet, the interlacing the fingers around the feet maybe, finding a hamstring stretch here, lifting your chest up as best you can to find that hamstring stretch. Well done. Draw your left leg in now, glue it to the inside of your right foot, reach your left arm up, reach forward for the right toe. Again, just work out, assess here what's going to work for you. If it's tighter on this side, maybe you use the band. If you're looser on this side, maybe you slide that hand around the outside of the the right foot, and reach your right arm behind you, getting more of a twist and going in to that left side of your spine, round the ribs. Good. Okay, you're going to rock onto the left side, swing your right leg back into your pigeon. So you've now got space underneath your left bottom cheek. We'll come up high to start just to get into it, especially if we've got any dodgy knee action. Then we drop down onto those elbows and notice if the stretch moves up higher, moves right or left. Good, guys. Then we split those elbows, find our forehead down onto our hands. If we want to, you can always stick at each stage before. You don't have to go here. Well done, guys. We'll all come up onto our hands. We'll tuck the right toe underneath at the back, getting ready to push into it, and step through to your downward dog. Pushing those heels towards the mat, finding a calf stretch, back of the legs, head totally relaxing, looking back to those feet. Rise up high onto the toes. Bend the knees and hold this position, getting that ball of the foot, that toe stretch. Good. Walking your hands back, pressing your heels down as you go. Rolling your way up. Head comes up last. As always, we open the arms up and inhale to finish. We exhale, let our arms go. Hopefully our bodies are feeling stretched, awake, alive, sore, all of the above. Okay, well done, guys. Thank you ever so much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, my love.
Have a great Saturday.
Thank you, Joel.
Okay, see you next week, in the week. Bye.